From the home of many a title run and one of the NFL's most successful franchises, you're looking live at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the New England Patriots. Ball is teed up. Zane Gonzalez to do the honors. And we're off from Foxborough. On the return, here's Travion Henderson. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Off the play action. May. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
He'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. Oh, they tried the lateral. It's a live ball. The Falcons bring it in. Quick thinking and a great effort. Brock adds a bunch on that fumble return. Well, a lot of positives for the offense. They were moving the ball pretty well until they coughed it up to kill this drive.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. Really outside of ball security, that was a strong opening possession from the offense. If anybody underwhelmed, it was really the defense. They got to play a little tougher. Now it's going to be a takeaway to bail them out.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's Algier on 3rd. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack.
And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for him, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Patriots, nothing.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Fielded by Henderson. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's a New England first down. Offense to the line fast.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're on him right as he gets back to the line. Great recovery after they got gashed on that last play. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They're looking down to 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's May. Brought in, a big gain here for Diggs. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a gain of 22. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
May on 1st and 10. He put some juice on a deep throw. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Falcons will gain possession up beyond their own 20 after a nice return.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
A toss now to Robinson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. It's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
3rd and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Starting on the ground with Henderson. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Gillette after this. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Crazy! Crazy! Crazy, crazy, crazy! 5.
From the gun, it's May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that brings up 3rd down.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To the air on 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
Running for it, it's Henderson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Patriots trying to hustle everyone up to the line.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Here's May on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but, man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
What's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
May now, 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a New England 1st down.
That's good for a Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again, it's May. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Henderson here from the gun. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And the stop is made after 4 yards. It's 2nd down. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. 4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Sticking with Henderson. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots get their first points of this game just before halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Returnable from the 2. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before the half. He's trying to push the field. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. Devin Tompkins to return. Off to the races, middle of the field. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a third quarter lead. Well, Oh, and it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it. Wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
And he's across the goal line and in. That makes it an 8-point lead.
16. Patriots.
Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure, and if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Here goes that.
May now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Patriots first
To the air on 1st down. May finds him over the middle. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Rolling from the gun here. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
May not a throw on 3rd. That one complete to Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for our Patriots. First down.
It's Henderson on the give. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Puts everything he has under this one. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2.
That right there, my friends, is exactly the kind of pressure and intensity you expect from a defense. Each of these next 2 snaps as well. They want to keep you pinned right there against your own end zone and force you into a very risky punt.
From his end zone, it's Cousins. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. From his end zone, 3rd and long. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
You never, ever, as an offense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Not much room, but he's still able to crush it. Fielded just beyond his 40. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. He's still going at the 30. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Henderson. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Offense up to the line fast.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to second and
May now.
at the 3.
And he scores. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Demario Douglas with the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
And the Falcons cover off the kick. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the third quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did you say no?
No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Out of the gun, Cousins. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this is one of those situations where they've got the lead on the scoreboard, but not the momentum on the field. This is a big third down coming up. Got to seize back a little control and find a way to cut off the comeback.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on third down than they did on second. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter.
Good route here. Yellow. What's that?
He'll throw it. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. Keeps it moving. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons stretch their lead on the final play of the third. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Fielded by Henderson. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New England bringing the offense to the line. First and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. He surges ahead for 5. Make it second down. Working quickly here.
Brought down by James Pierce. A gain of 5 brings up.
Here's made in the air. Connecting on the slant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Patriots first down.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Second and 10. Here's May. And he put everything he's got behind it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Falcons will get possession up towards midfield as they take the interception up beyond the 40.
First and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On second down, Robinson. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up third down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
This will be grabbed at the 5. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. And nothing to complain about on this return as he gets it beyond the 30. Patriots at a 2-score deficit. First and 10 from the 32. Back to work after throwing the pick. Ramondre Stevenson makes the catch. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42. Patriots trying to hustle everyone up to the line.
10 yards on the pickup.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Running a screen for Stevenson. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
And the Patriots
First down, May. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knockaway. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
Back to the air. It's May. Brought in a big gain here for Diggs. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's a New England first down. Patriots trying to hustle everyone up to the line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Crazy.
Here's May again. That one connects. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Patriots trying to hustle everyone up to the line.
First down and goal to go.
Hey, Bo.
Stevenson, and he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So everything comes down to this onside kick with less than a minute to go. And the Falcons are all over the kick. That should just about wrap things up here. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They're going to pass it here. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he is going to have the Falcons first down. And Brock actually clinched them this victory. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
First and 10, a run to Robinson. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Now second and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
He'll look to throw it. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Now the Patriots calling their third and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. 5 men in the secondary now for the Pats. Third down. Back to throw it. That one complete to Pitts. And he will score. And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field with your route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Back to throw. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
Patriots 21. St. Gonzalez set to...
Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Bucket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons, as with that, we'll sign off from New England.